Hello all, it's James Johnson, aka Sulfur Blade, and I'm back here for a third video today. It's important to me to get these videos out. I know that I am normally a gaming channel, and I know that my videos have been highly political, but I feel it's what I need to do right now. It's my patriotic duty to share what is happening in our country with as many ears as I can get the message to, so that they can understand our country is in serious jeopardy and we need everyone to stand up, to rally together, and to fight against this vitriolic, intersectionality, this cult-like religion that is invading every space of our culture, every part of our media. It's everywhere we look. It's in our politics. It's everywhere. And this George Floyd and the protesting and the Black Lives Matter, the Black Lives Matter terrorists, they might as well be Antifa at this point. They're the same thing. A young mom was shot dead in Indianapolis in front of her fiance after an argument about the Black Lives Matter movement. And one of the things that's most disgusting about this is most of the mainstream media report this story as an argument about Black Lives Matter and language. They don't want to confirm the language. They don't want to tell you what she said. They just say because of language, which is very dishonest. But I'll continue. Jessica Dodie Whitaker was walking with her partner, Jose Ramirez, and two friends at 3 a.m. on July 5th when they came across four men and a woman, and an argument broke out. The groups clashed over language, and the Black Lives Matter movement, WTHR, reported. I'll never, probably ever get that image out of my head of what happened, Ramirez told the local news station. According to Ramirez, the groups got into a racially charged argument, and one man pulled out a gun, and so Ramirez did too. One article published in far-right news organization The Daily Wire reported that Dodie Whitaker had said all lives matter to the group who allegedly were supporters of the Black Lives Matter movement. And she's right. All lives matter. That is the common sense terminology. If you're not spouting all lives matter, you're just a black supremacist. You're just trying to elevate black people over whites. The only way nobody is elevated over anyone is to chant and spread all lives matter, because that is the truly non-racist message that needs to be going around. According to Jessica's family, the shooting started with an argument over Black Lives Matter and language. Jessica and her young son. The Daily Wire spoke to Mr. Dottie Whitaker's father, to confirm. The article reads, "Yes, this is accurate," Dottie said. When asked if his daughter said all lives matter during the argument about Black Lives Matter. Following the argument, the groups managed to talk things over, and both parties walked away. But surprise! A minute later, shots rang out along the canal court. I was actually holding her when it happened, Ramirez said. She just fell. I turned around and I opened fire too, but that's just a reaction. I didn't see nobody. Hopefully I didn't hit nobody, he told Fox News. It was squashed, and they went up the hill and left, we thought, but they were sitting on St. Clair waiting for us to come under the bridge, and that's when she got shot. Dodie Whitaker, a home health nurse, was taken to hospital where she died. Yeah, it's despicable. And the news won't portray it accurately. We have to get this from YouTubers. We have to get this from The Sun and non-mainstream media sources are the only ones that'll tell us the truth. But if we go straight to mainstream media, no, they're not going to tell us the truth. They're going to say, add language. Because they're part of the problem. Let's look at more problems, shall we? So, if you're not aware, Minneapolis has voted to defund the police not once, twice. And I don't mean take a little bit of money away or take a lot of money away. I'm talking taking it all away. Minneapolis has voted to completely defund the police department twice. And what was the first thing after those votes that they voted on? The first thing that they voted on after defunding the police completely was to hire private security to defend their council members. That's right. No police, but they will have private security to defend them. City Council member Alondra Cano and two others have been under increasing scrutiny since they and some of their colleagues gathered at Powderhorn Park on June 7th and promised to begin the process of ending the Minneapolis Police Department. The city of Minneapolis has paid two private security firms $63,000 over the last 3 weeks to protect 3 city council members amid tensions over the George Floyd's death and an effort to end the police department. While the city has not named the council members, saying their identities weren't public information, the Star Tribune has confirmed they are Council Vice President Andrea Jenkins, Council members Alondra Cano and Felipe Cunningham. The security service is intended to be temporary and bridge to other security measures implemented by council members themselves, city spokesman Sarah McKenzie said Monday. McKenzie said the city has spent $63,000 over the past 3 weeks for security services for the 3 council members, he said. Contracts for less than $175,000 typically do not need public approval from the council, and they do not expect these expenses to surpass that threshold. The security is coming from 2 companies, Aegis and Belcom, McKenzie said. The companies provide licensed armed security officers. The council members have been under increased scrutiny since they and some of their colleagues gathered in Powderhorn Park earlier this month and promised to begin the process of ending the Minneapolis Police Department. The plans were vague at that point, heightened tensions between people who wanted to dismantle the police department and those who feared the repercussions of a city without a traditional police force. On Friday, the City Council voted unanimously to advocate a proposal that would eliminate from the city charter, essentially its constitution, the requirement to maintain and fund the department. In its place, the city would require to have a Department of Community Safety and Violence Prevention, which could employ licensed peace officers, but won't be required to do so. That would ultimately need approval from voters. Yeah, interesting world we live in. Hypocrisy is what it is. It's sad, really. Anyway, this will be probably my last video for today. I am Jaames Johnson, aka Sulfur Blade. I'm with my continued message to be a patriot, to stand up against the craziness, to get out there and spread the message, to counteract these crazy people who hate our country, these crazy people who want to do away with our history, these crazy people who want to get rid of our capitalist society, We need to stand up against these crazy people. And we need to do it by showing our patriotism, by showing our love of country, and most especially by getting out and voting in the upcoming election. And I think you know who you need to vote for. It's pretty obvious. Anyway, I'm James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade. This is my content. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If so, please leave a like and subscribe. And until the next time, all, vote Trump 2020. Peace.